Hi friends, it's your art teacher, Miss Barnett, and in this week's lesson called Story Setting, we were looking at artworks that make you use your imagination to come up with the setting of the picture because the artist does not give us a lot of details. We looked at two paintings and we got some really good ideas and inspiration, and now we're going to make our own painting. So to work today, I'm going to use an 11 by 17 sheet of thick paper. A thicker paper is really what you need for this project. Cardstock would work good. Sulfate paper would work good. Just use what you have. Don't stress. Forget the rest. Use whatever size you have. I'm not worried about that. I just want to see you make and use the technique I'm going to show you today. You're also going to want some watercolors. I'm using a 16 set, but any number of watercolors that you have is fine. Tempera paint would also work really well for this project. You're going to want a sponge. I just cut up a clean kitchen sponge about in half for this. And you're going to want a water cup and a brush. And to keep your painting still on the table, some painter's tape, and if you're worried about making a mess, some newspaper under your paper. So once you've gathered your materials, why don't you meet me back here and I'll show you how to do a wet on wet style painting. All right, friends, I have taped my paper to my table, and the first thing we're going to do is taking our clean sponge. I've let it sit in my water cup, and I'm going to squish out the extra water. I just want it damp. And then we're going to go over the paper, and you'll notice that it's getting enough water when it's kind of shiny. We don't want to make it super duper wet. We don't want puddles of water on this. Otherwise your paper will buckle, it'll kind of wrinkle, and it'll fall apart. And that is not what we want for our beautiful story painting. So now that my paper's shiny, do another round, just a little bit more. You notice that I'm holding the paper down and it's starting to get a little bit too wet because it's buckling like I was talking about. So we're in a good spot to start painting. Then I'm going to take my brush, swish, swish, wipe, and I'm just going to start picking colors. Whatever colors make you go ooh la la. And you're just going to start painting, and you'll notice as you paint, the lines come out a lot fuzzier than they did before. We're going to let our colors, we really want to load our brush. So if you notice, I'm not digging into the paint, but I'm letting the brush dance, Mr. Brush dance on his tippy toes in the paints. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to let these colors blend together. I want fuzzy lines for this picture. And we're just going to continue to build up color. You can have an idea in your mind, or you can just let the colors make the choices for you. Oh yeah, that blue's blending in with that purple, very pretty. The green's blending. And I'm just going to continue to add colors to this. I'm going to speed up my video now so you can watch me work. Here we go. All right, kiddos, here's my completed wet on wet watercolor painting with a storybook setting. I let my colors blend together. I let fuzzy edges happen, and I think it came out so beautiful. I know yours are going to come out just as beautiful, and I hope you have just as much fun as I did experimenting with my paints today. I will talk to you later, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.